Greetings, my lords and my ladies. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles of the Immortals, where we uncover stories of our beloved heroes. And tonight I will tell you the tale of the Guardian of Scotland, William Wallace. He was an outlaw who became a national symbol, a landowner who ignited a revolution, a tactician who defied an empire, and a martyr whose cry for freedom echoes through centuries. His story is wrapped in legend, but the real William Wallace was a man who forced history to remember his name. In the late 13th century, Scotland was in crisis. After the death of King Alexander III, King Edward I of England saw his chance to dominate his northern neighbour. He imposed his own rule, garrisoning castles and demanding fealty from Scottish nobles. To many, Scotland's sovereignty seemed lost. Enter William Wallace. Little is known of his early life, but by 1297 he was a fugitive, driven to rebellion after the murder of his wife Marian, or by the brutal injustices of English occupation. While Scottish nobles vacillated, Wallace acted. He began a guerrilla campaign, rallying commoners and soldiers to his side. His moment of destiny came at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in September 1297. Vastly outnumbered, Wallace and his co-commander Andrew de Moray used the terrain brilliantly. They led a portion of the English heavy cavalry across the narrow bridge, then attacked. The result was a cataclysm for the English. Trapped on the wrong side of the river, the vanguard was annihilated. It was a stunning victory for the Scots, a triumph of tactical intelligence over sheer might. In its aftermath, Wallace was knighted and named Guardian of Scotland, ruling in the name of the exiled King John Balliol. But the zenith was brief. Edward I, the Hammer of the Scots, returned with a massive, seasoned army. At the Battle of Falkirk in 1298, Wallace's schiltrons were broken by a devastating combination of English longbows and cavalry. Though he escaped, his military reputation and political authority were shattered. For years, Wallace was a ghost, evading capture, even traveling to Europe to seek support. But in 1305, he was betrayed, captured near Glasgow, and taken to London. His trial at Westminster Hall was a showpiece. Charged with treason, Wallace delivered his immortal rebuttal: "I cannot be a traitor, for I owe him no allegiance. He is not my sovereign, he never received my homage." The verdict was never in doubt. On August 23, 1305, he was subjected to the brutal execution reserved for traitors, hanged, drawn, and quartered. His body parts were displayed across the kingdom as a warning. But Edward's warning backfired spectacularly. Wallace's martyrdom became the catalyst. His death fueled the fires of resistance, inspiring Robert the Bruce to pick up the mantle. Bruce's victory at Bannockburn in 1314 would secure the Scottish independence Wallace died for. William Wallace's legacy is not one of a king or a permanent ruler, but of a liberator. He proved that a united people fighting for their homeland could challenge the most powerful empire of its day. He is the eternal guardian, not of a throne, but of the very idea of Scotland. From a minor lord to a national legend, his journey was short, brutal, and world-changing. In the end, William Wallace was not defined by the manner of his death, but by the immortal cause for which he lived and died. His story asks us, what is a country, if not the will of its people to be free? Thank you for watching, and see you again in the Infinity Kingdom. Bye bye.